If you utilize the S22 Ultra, you may have questioned if upgrading to the S23 Ultra 5G is worthwhile. Despite all the hubbub around the S23 Ultra, it may be difficult for you to upgrade even with the 200 megapixel camera because the two phone specifications and functions are similar.
Everything is the same, almost.
Well, let us talk about both phones. And in the end, we will see if it is worth upgrading your S22 Ultra to the S23 Ultra or not. Let's get started. Design and display quality. We'd understand if you got the S23 Ultra confused with the S22 Ultra, given how similar they seem. There are clues, but they're not blatant. The new model's flatter sides are the most notable change. Both have squared off look and feel, and are built similarly. All buttons are located on the right side of the device, which is surrounded by glass on the front and rear and an aluminum frame. Both devices are IP68 certified, making them waterproof and dustproof to the same degree as each other. Both have a USB-C connector at the bottom, but neither has a 3.5mm headphone jack. Both phones have a 6.8-inch screen, which is much larger than that of standard headphones due to their broader form factor. It is also said that the camera layout of the S23 Ultra is just like that of the S22 Ultra. And speaking of cameras, there is more to come, so stay with us.
Don't go anywhere.
Performance. The new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 CPU should make its debut in the Galaxy S23 Ultra, making it one of the first phones to provide a substantial improvement in performance, not in terms of the camera alone, but with the battery, and we shall discuss what to expect from the battery momentarily. There may be a super high frequency variant of the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor that can reach speeds of 3.4 to 3.5 GHz. Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 currently operates at 3.2 GHz. More importantly, the GPU enhancement will allow the phone to outperform the iPhone 14 Pro. Whether the S23 Ultra will be a Qualcomm exclusive or available with Samsung's own Exynos 2300 processor outside the United States is unclear. We are eager to know how the chipset will perform on hands. And if you are too, subscribe now so you don't miss out when we upload a review video on the Galaxy S23 Ultra 5G. Software. The Galaxy S23 Ultra will undoubtedly ship with Android 13. Stability, permissions adjustments, and the option to personalize the material use style are among the highlight of this update, which also includes enhanced privacy and security features. The media player has been improved in Android 13, and you can now alter the settings for the bedtime mode that helps your eyes wind down at night. Other than that, it has spatial audio compatibility for the top headphones.
Turn my headphones up!
In theory, the Galaxy S23 Ultra will also receive the Android 13 update. However, we don't know when to expect it. In all likelihood, it would occur before the release of S23 Ultra. Battery life and charging. Now that 5000 mAh size has become the standard for Android flagships, anything smaller would be a letdown. The S23 Ultra may have improved battery life this year due to its more power-efficient chipset. However, we don't anticipate a major improvements. Both of these phones with nightly charging will last for a day at most. Nothing should change on the pricing front either. Each of these phones, in keeping with the current standard in the industry, does not come with a charging cable. To get the maximum 45-watt wired charging speed on any device, a fast charger and a dedicated 5A cable are required. Expect both phones to charge in a little over an hour. Audio quality and haptics. It seems that the Galaxy S23 Ultra's audio quality will be comparable to that of its predecessor. What this means is that the phone doesn't have a 3.5mm headphone jack, but instead has two stereo speakers, a larger one aimed downwards and a smaller one aimed upwards in the earpiece. Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 adds support for spatial audio with dynamic head tracking, making the S23 Ultra capable of delivering a premium and immersive surround sound listening experience.
That sound? Quality.
Camera. Even if the camera on the Galaxy S22 Ultra was not a letdown, however, the one on the Galaxy S23 Ultra make up for the shortcoming people noticed. The current model's cameras are excellent, but they are almost similar to those found on the Galaxy S21 Ultra, making this one of the only areas that haven't seen a significant change. Although this time around it has been said that the camera will be one of the few areas to see significant upgrades, the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra will include a 200 megapixel shooter. Compared to the primary camera on the Galaxy S22 Ultra, which is a resolution of 108 megapixels, this would be a significant improvement. The new 200 megapixel sensor is said to provide exceptional quality, and there will also be significant enhancements to low light images and movies, according to leaks. per ICE Universe, the size of the Galaxy S23 Ultra is almost unchanged from that of the S22 Ultra, with only an increase of 0.1 to 0.2 mm, 5000 mAh, 8.9 mm thickness, and still a 6.8-inch 3088 by 1440 screen. As long as the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 Plus One UI 5.1 is excellent, the appearance can remain the same. It is anticipated that the other cameras would retain the majority of their existing hardware while receiving software updates. Obviously, Samsung hopes that this new sensor will outperform the previous one. The new chipset also promises to make the S23 Ultra camera awesome. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 has a cognitive image signal processor in the camera, which runs a real-time segmentation filter to attempt to decipher the different segments of the scene. Case in point, when you take a picture of a natural scene and then preview it on your camera, the camera will automatically adjust the exposure and contrast so that the sky seems blue, the grass looks green, the face in the distance looks normal, and so on. It can recognize people just by looking at them, since it has been taught to recognize features like the nose, eyes, and spectacles. It's able to analyze the context, pull in the appropriate layers, and fine-tune everything in real time to produce stunning results. If you're a lover of photography and are interested in trying out a device that excels in low light, the S23 Ultra is a good bet. Not a deal breaker, however. The battery life of both smartphones is the same, and the S22 Ultra's camera is also exceptional. Those that purchase it may be doing it for aesthetic reasons, or they may find great value in new artificial intelligence, AI camera capabilities made possible by the new chipset. Speaking of the camera, watch our video on the Samsung S23 Ultra camera and incredible design for more details.